Hey guys, welcome to the episode 1 of Nerdosophical.
Yeah.
I'm Sam.
I'm Tyler, the ginger.
I'm Braden.
I'm Casey, the tall one.
I'm Brock.
And we are just kind of hanging out, doing the do.
Doing the do, just BSing about Ender's Game.
Which is, as we've stated in the past, the first step into becoming a true nerd.
Yeah.
Is reading that book. Movie, not so much.
Actually, I really liked the movie.
Oh.
The movie was great.
You are on your own on this one.
That movie was, well, let me rephrase that. As a movie, it was great. Compared to the book, I felt they could have done so much more.
You said the main character was...
And they're supposed to be 6. They're supposed to be 6.
Well, you
at
have
the
to make adjustments for film.
I know.
You
You
can't
have to
judge
make adjustments for
a film by the book.
And when do you ever
it's
get
never gonna
quality
measure up.
acting out of a 6-year-old?
I know. It's hard to get quality acting out of like 10-year-olds. I get that. But just when it's a book that I like this much, it's hard to see it turned into a movie because you have so many expectations that are not met.
I agree.
True.
But I feel like I've become a little bit jaded as years have gone on. I remember vividly like going into Harry Potter number 1 as like a 12-year-old and being like, oh, they're turning a book into a movie. This is like the coolest thing ever. And coming out of the theater just like, they ruined it. I hate that movie so much.
No,
sorry,
go ahead.
I actually think that the Harry Potter films were some of the best book-to-film adaptations.
They got better as they
loathed
went
them
along.
until book 5. I didn't like any of them until book 5.
See, I thought book 6 was the one. That was my favorite book, but they left so much information out about Tom Riddle and going into the Pensieve. And
See, book 5 did it for me because I didn't have to listen to Harry Potter bemoan everything. It was just the action of the book, and the action was sufficient to make it good.
all 870
All 800
pages.
pages of I'm a prepubescent boy.
No, I remember, Tyler, when you came out of the first or second movie, and you were just furious.
Oh, I was livid.
That is one of my earliest memories of you, was just being furious about how terrible these movies were. And I went in and saw them, and I was like, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Being
It's pretty good.
the film critic that you were at that age.
Film
No.
critic at age 12.
Tyler can vouch for me. I've critiqued movies since I was like 10.
But it gets back to the fact that I've become so jaded and have such low expectations of these movies now that I can go in and watch any of these movies and be like, oh yeah, that was entertaining. That was good. It was decent. Was it an accurate representation? Heck no. But it was good.
Oh.
That's true. You did enjoy Noah.
I love
Seriously?
Noah. It was a battle to get to that point.
Yes.
I went into that movie and was just like, how is this even like blockbuster?
Who made this
What is
into a
this?
movie?
With Russell
Were they
Crowe?
reading the same
Russell
Bible as
Crowe.
the rest of
No.
humanity?
Remember, we figured out it wasn't
It was
about
a
the
trick.
Bible. It was a future Noah. It's a
Yes.
post-apocalypse Noah.
But it took me like half the movie
story
to
makes
feel
so
like,
much more sense that
oh
way.
yeah. It was like, this was not biblical Noah. This was Noah of the year
The
4000,
Yes.
where
That's
they
why
were
there were
back
shopping
into
carts.
some archaic people because of some nuclear event. And they were women wearing pants
Yes.
and backpacks and chain link fences and
And
mines
shopping
and
carts.
shopping carts. And you're just like, oh, this is definitely not Noah of the Stone Age, but Noah
See,
of
I
the
think that was the
future.
hidden message. We're just the only ones that figured it out.
Still didn't change the fact the movie sucked.
Yeah. Did you guys ever watch the TV show The 100?
No.
No.
I've
seen
seen a
it.
TV show that Brock hasn't. Okay. No, you laugh because you know that never happens.
Yeah.
Never
True.
happens.
Brock has seen everything under the sun.
And this is on Netflix, so I'm really surprised. But no, it's about these people that it's like 400 years past this like nuclear holocaust that happened. And so they've all been living up in this spaceship, and they're finally running out of air after 400 years because there's too many people and they can't recycle the air fast enough. So they send all of their juvenile delinquents, the 100 of them that they are, hence the 100, and they send them down to Earth to see if it's inhabitable. So that their descendant was Noah in that, because they're sent back down to Earth. Everything is how they left it. Like their shopping carts, chain link fences, everything. It's Noah from the 100.
And the damaged, beat up rock golems are actually robots
and exploded
No,
like
that's not in that
nuclear
one.
bombs.
exploded like nuclear bombs because of the reactors inside of them.
Yeah, no, that's not in that one. Never mind.
Yeah.
Rock, I'm surprised. You're like the authority on.
I can't watch every TV show.
But you do need to watch this. It's actually really
I
good.
kind of feel like I've seen the first episode and wasn't impressed. Because when you were talking about it, I was like,
It's on the CW,
I
isn't
feel
it?
like I've seen this.
Yeah, no, the first episode is awful.
I'm always wary of CW shows.
The first
because
episode is
CW.
terrible. But once you get past like the first episode and a half, it gets really good.
I will agree with you, but I will give you the agreement of a non-example. I made it through one season of The Arrow before I had to stop. I was done. It was ridiculous.
It gets better.
It didn't get better till season 2.
Yeah.
Well, I made it through a full season. I was like, I'm done with this. I can't even do it, and I could never go back.
Go back. You have to. Season 2 is great. Season 3 kind of dropped off again, though.
We have to go back. We have to go back.
Oh my gosh, you know what you remind me of? Lance.
Tyler, I want to go home.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. That
Okay.
TV show freaking controlled our lives for the entire 6 years that it was on. Remember
Every week we were watching that.
Remember the one that, like, the news ran late or something? We were all freaking out because we weren't able to
Yes! Oh my gosh. We were all sitting like, what's going on?
What's going on? And that was one of the filler episodes. That was the one with the stupid
Oh.
people that we met for one episode and they died at the end.
Oh,
I
yes.
hated that.
There
That was
was-
the one with the spiders,
was-
right?
Yeah, that was the one with the spiders.
Yeah.
They get buried alive.
Lost
Never
had
watched
many
it.
filler episodes.
You never watched Lost?
I haven't
Be
seen
glad.
Lost.
You did not waste enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
was
why I've never gone back and
disappointing.
watched it. I've
It's
heard
awful.
that it just ends terribly. And
It was
Oh,
such a
talk
good
about-
show the whole
What?
time till then.
The
though.
TV show Lost.
granted, I did spend an entire 2 months watching Farscape, and that was
I don't know how you
That show was
watched that.
atrocious.
You showed me the
Farscape.
first
Yeah.
episode and I was like mind
They could use that as
It
a
was
torture
awful.
device. And I'm a sci-fi nerd and still was tortured.
It was
by
amazingly
It's
bad.
so
It was like watching a car accident for a month straight.
Oh my god.
It was like watching Sharknado on repeat.
Dude,
Oh my
Sharknado
gosh.
is on a whole level by itself.
Oh no,
It's so
Farscape
bad
is
it's
there.
good.
Trust me, Farscape is right there.
Right there.
It's right there.
I don't know. It's
It-
on a level of
it's-
its own.
I
Might
think
even
it
be
misses
low,
the point where it was
actually.
so bad that it was good. I think it was just so bad it got a cult following and you just got trapped in it. It was
Yes.
just bad.
Yeah,
It was on
Sharknado they
Netflix.
didn't probably expect to do.
No.
No,
No.
not even close.
No, it was a sci-fi
It expected
show.
to be like all their other movies and
Yeah.
tank horribly, but it
Sci-fi
didn't.
TV movies have never been good.
Their shows are even only good very sporadically.
We have
but
found
the
3
movies,
good ones though.
I haven't
Yeah.
watched
Right.
any like
2 are
the
currently
Sci-Fi
running.
Channel for
They're
like
good.
5 years. We got rid of cable and I haven't seen anything.
It's depressing.
Because Killjoys is quite awesome.
Killjoys,
I got
Defiance.
off right about the same time as the zombies got big and everything was a zombie show.
Yeah.
The last time I watched the Sci-Fi Channel was when they had Ghost Hunters International on, like
I
forever
think
ago.
that's still on.
Is that still on?
Ghost
think so.
Hunters in some variation is
Yeah.
still
Because
on.
Ghost
I don't know which
Adventures I found on
sub-series it
YouTube
is.
and it's absolutely awful.
That's a completely different show. I don't even think that's on Sci-Fi.
No.
It's awful. They provoke them and it's
Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
awful.
Ghost
Except
Hunters
it's
is
not
still on
as
though.
good as Ghost
It's not even
Hunters
close.
at all.
Well, nothing will ever touch Ghostbusters.
Except for the
Except
new
for what about
remake
both the
with
reboots?
all women.
I'm really excited about that.
But then they're doing an all men reboot too because
I'm
scared
gender
for that.
equality. Yes.
Oh
They
my
have to do
gosh.
both.
Don't even go there. Gender
They
equality.
have to do both.
I am, I don't know, like I'm excited for the all-female cast because come on, it's
Cast
Melissa
is good.
McCarthy. Yeah.
The cast is solid. I don't know how the movie will be. It just doesn't seem like something I need to revisit again. I got enough with the first
I
3
think I was
Ghostbusters.
like
There was
in
3
the
of them
wrong
too.
family growing up because we definitely never watched the Ghostbusters at my household.
Your parents failed.
We definitely
I love you
didn't
guys.
see it until like later on, and I was definitely by myself because no one in my family
Would watch it.
No.
See, that's just one of those. I don't know how you can remake.
Classic.
Because it's classic. It's like remaking Star Wars almost.
Well,
Maybe
they're
not
rebooting it.
maybe not on the same level, but
Well, are they rebooting it? Because it's more of like an extension.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think it's more of a continuation.
so it's kind of like
It's not
Jurassic
like a remake.
Park,
The Jurassic
almost.
World.
Yeah, it's like Jurassic
Where they're
World.
kind of rebooting it, but it's still
But they're not calling it
adding
a
on.
reboot.
Yeah.
It's just a continuation of the story.
Yeah. Just set very far in the future.
But I don't know. We're getting onto a Star Wars topic, which
We will
not supposed to do.
We save it for next week.
Basically impossible.
Not to talk
for
about
people
Star
who are sitting
Wars.
here.
Seriously. Let's go back to Jurassic World for a second.
Loved
It was
the movie.
amazing.
It was
great.
so good. I loved that they brought like the original because music. You guys know that.
Mhm.
I am so
Original
so
score.
glad that they brought back most of the original score. I thought that was amazing.
I had so many like nostalgia moments
Oh, yeah.
during that movie. I was like, oh, this
and
is
they
my
wanted to do
childhood
that.
again.
It wasn't John Williams, but it was
No.
pretty darn close.
No, but-
They definitely used
A lot of the
used-
elements.
Yeah, that main theme.
There was a lot of nods
That
back
I don't
to the
sing,
old
but-
movie.
They
And the
wanted the
Jeeps.
nostalgia in there. They tried hard to get it.
Oh,
yeah,
those
the old
Jeeps.
were so sweet.
Oh my gosh, that was
Dude,
fantastic.
My favorite was that Computer Nerds T-shirt.
Yes, never
Where
wear
did
it
you get
again.
that? Did you realize that could be offensive? But it was awesome.
No, I think my favorite part.
$200 on eBay.
My favorite part of the film was just the advertising. The what's it called?
Oh, the blatant
Product placement.
Product
placement.
placement.
Oh.
the Starbucks.
Ben
Did
and
you see that?
Jerry's.
Ridiculous.
Brookstone.
And they made sure you saw the Mercedes logo.
Every time.
Yeah, they're not subtle.
But it's also
No,
probably
no.
got like the overhyped death ever with like the babysitter that was supposed to be
Uh-oh.
watching them.
Yeah.
She gets like picked up by the thing,
dragged into the
wrapped
water.
into the water, and like pulled out of the water,
And
and
you don't actually
like
get to see her
thrown
die,
up,
though.
and then she just gets swallowed whole by that giant sea monster.
Is
That
that the
was-
babysitter or is that the
Well, she was
The assistant.
She's
She was
assistant.
she
was
assistant who was
acting as a
supposed to be
babysitter.
babysitting him, but it was like a
She
death
failed
scene
at
that lasted for
babysitting.
2 minutes. and
It
she
was
just
intense.
Screamed the entire time. It was
Dude,
like, oh
And
my
it
god!
I
all
was sitting
started
next
because
to
of
him.
cell phones.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I was sitting next to him, and I was like,
Yeah.
no!
For a PG-13, it was sure not gruesome, but it was.
It was
Intense.
prolonged
Fairly graphic.
intensity. You're like,
Yeah.
oh,
It's like okay, I just need to see 2 minutes of.
A woman being tortured to death, basically.
Well, that's
I
fine
did.
with me.
Wow.
I was
And
more
I-
disappointed by the moron who walked into the dinosaur's mouth while shooting the gun.
Yeah.
That didn't make any sense at all. Why walk straight
Those
into
security
it?
officers were so dumb.
I liked the IREX though. Overall, I thought it was pretty well done.
Yeah, it was.
The scene where they're going into the jungle and they have like the red dot sight,
Yes. And they all
guns
start
and
pwned by the raptors.
and you just hear, "Beep."
Oh.
Yeah, they all just one by one.
The raptors were awesome.
And let's
Heartbeat
talk
monitors go dead.
about the most unrealistic part of that entire movie.
The fact that she
Heels?
wore heels
The fact that she had her heels on at the end.
The entire time.
Except
oh
there's
my gosh.
people who would do that.
I-
My sister wears heels everywhere.
Oh, no, I
And
wear-
she
I
will
ha-
run in them.
Dude, Casey is 6'5". I have 6'5",
6'5".
6'5". I have to wear heels consistently. Like
Sam's
for
5 foot.
The view, I'm 5
Small
feet tall.
one.
I am 5 feet tall. Like I am tiny, so I have to wear heels consistently. But there's no way in HE double hockey sticks
Oh, I'm telling you.
that I could run around. Even Ryan could not run that fast in
She's
those
hiked.
shoes.
Oh,
in-
heck.
Hiked in them.
Seriously?
Hiked, yes.
In
Ryan,
those-
you are my
insane.
It's
insane.
wow.
You're just
I don't
wow.
know how it's
That-
You're just wow. You are my role
It
model.
defies all logic.
I can run in stilettos, but I look like a freaking idiot. Like I can't run as I
I've
do
got
like the
bad
high
ankles.
knees, like football style, in case he just laughs at me. It's pretty great.
I don't get heels. I really don't. I've worn them before, but my feet were killing me.
Oh, we need to post that picture somewhere. I still have it.
The bearded lady.
I
picture.
still have it.
That was
Oh my
classic.
gosh.
I'm pretty sure it's on my
That'll go
Facebook.
on the Facebook page.
Oh, I'm sure it's still on my Facebook somewhere because I'm sure I'm
Yeah.
tagged in it.
Oh, yes, you
it's
are.
just buried in there. You'll never
You
find
have to
it. People
dig.
never search for it.
Oh, you can scrub the internet.
Tyler's friends
who
are listening to this?
and who know me.
and who know who I
It's
am,
on
please get on
Google.
my
You can
Facebook.
find it.
Yes, it is.
I'll find it.
Look for it.
tonight
We
or
will
tomorrow.
post it. I will post it again. So I will post it every year.
Every year.
Every year.
Every year.
Bearded lady.
Oh,
I
it
don't
was
think I've seen
fantastic.
It was ridiculous.
You know
what?
It was amazing pink dress. Let me tell
I
you.
haven't seen this either.
You haven't?
I'm gonna see if I can
You've
find it.
never seen it?
It
I
was
don't think
classic.
I have.
Was this before we were like hanging out?
It might have been
Probably.
before all of us were.
Because we didn't start hanging out until
Because
2-3 years ago.
3 years ago?
yeah, we hung out
4 years
before
ago
all
now?
of us together.
Probably.
I've only known you guys probably 8 or 9 months, so
You've
Really?
I
missed
definitely
many
know.
things.
I missed a few things.
How many years ago was it? Do you remember, Ty?
No idea.
Had
I
to
don't
be-
keep track of these things.
Had to be.
Was this for Halloween or?
Oh,
or
yeah.
Halloween ago.
I had like
Oh, it was forever ago because it was when I
I
was.
had the lunch lady hairnet up. I had my beard grown out. I was wearing a pink like dress with like a cardigan thing,
Yeah.
and I had like high heels and like.
I want to say that was my senior year
it was
because I
so
think I was
ridiculous.
hanging out with what's his face at that time.
Wait, was that when you were the?
with
further.
frog
I think I was
eyes.
hanging out with Frog Eyes at that
So
time.
what year was
Were you the
that?
flapper or where?
No, this was.
What year did you graduate?
I graduated in 2010.
So it was
Did you
even.
find it?
Yes, I did.
No.
Yes!
That was-
How'd you find it that fast?
Oh, I just kept scrolling.
Oh, okay.
You gotta show me this.
ultra
Yeah.
fast scrolling.
See, it pops up every once in a while because
Oh, that is amazing.
people will
Yes.
find
Yes.
it and be
Pass
like,
it along,
"What the heck
pass
is
it
going
along."
on?"
It's truly amazing.
Let's torture Tyler
Yes.
with the loveliness that he chose to pair with
Hey,
that.
you know
It's
what?
classic. It's a classic lunch lady costume.
Lunch lady.
It's
I'm not
uh,
wearing my heels in this one. I took them off for flip flops.
Yeah, because that was the block
That's
party, right?
understandable. Feels
Yeah,
are not
it was a block
comfortable.
party.
See,
Only
it is
imagine.
impossible to run in that. One of
Yeah,
these,
I don't-
one of these times, I'm going
You
to
know
show you
what?
trying to run in heels.
There's probably
I don't know
some
how.
level of knowledge and skill that you earn by wearing them every single day.
Well-
I have an issue with the fact that it was a jungle island and it was marsh, and she would have her feet
No.
stuck in the ground.
Well, she took them off for
Yeah,
some.
there's
when she
part
was
of
in the
it when
grass,
she
took
runs
those
up,
take
when they
them
run
off.
up to like that big waterfall,
Mhm.
that you can clearly see that
She
she's
takes them off.
barefoot.
Yeah.
Oh.
And then she just happens to have them at the end. And that line at the
She
end,
puts them in her giant purse.
she didn't have a purse.
She always has a purse. She, has
She
a
kept
purse
them in her
somewhere.
hands.
She's
Like
a
she
woman.
was
She has to
carrying
have a
them.
purse.
It's gonna turn into a sexism argument.
Sexism,
No, it's all good.
misogyny,
No, but that line at the end too. What was that last line? Like, what do we do now, or something?
Have to, I don't know,
I don't
adapt or what was it? I can't remember.
It was the stupidest line I've ever heard. Chris
don't
Pratt,
even
I'm
remember
ashamed
it.
of you for saying that line.
Oh,
That's
Not
about
that he'll
the
ever listen
for
to this.
survival, something for survival. You have to,
Yes. Yeah.
Like band together for survival. Or something like that.
Yeah.
It was so awesome.
It was. Oh my gosh.
I think the number one takeaway from Jurassic World, though, at least by most of us, is Chris
Don't
Pratt's
cry.
Makes everything
classic
awesome.
stance when he's holding off the
That's-
raptor.
I
Made
think
into,
what
like,
I learned
50
from that
memes
movie
now.
was don't take yourself seriously and just have fun with it, because you could go into every little thing.
That's what
that
he
was
does with like
wrong,
all his roles.
But you just have to
Just
have
makes it
fun with
awesome.
it and just
Mhm.
enjoy it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways,
Well, back to what we were originally going to talk about today.
which was.
You know, introducing ourselves
Oh, yeah.
and, you know, getting to know who we are. So my question is, what is your first memory of me?
I already told you mine.
Yeah, I know.
Alright, my first memory of you was actually in karate.
Karate with Chuck Norris.
Yes. Way back in like 2005 or something like that. It was forever ago.
See, I think mine is probably the same as yours then, because I remember being in his garage and just being like, "Wapa, wapa,"
Making weird noises and punching the air, yep.
Yeah. That pretty much accounts for all of my karate experience.
That's all it was. I've never used it in my life.
Uh,
Well, yeah, mine was you freaking out about how terrible those Harry Potter movies were.
and I've never stopped complaining since.
Oh, I know.
So, at least we know where the relationship is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My first memory of Tyler, I think it was when I I came over here.
It was definitely at
We were,
It was
yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, I'd met all three of you at the same time. We were watching that one, was it Tom Cruise movie? What was it? I can't remember.
I was so nervous to introduce you to all these guys. Because I knew that if they
I'd
didn't
heard
like
stories.
you, there was no way you would stick.
I'd heard stories.
But that didn't really stop me in my past relationships. Speaking of.
Oh, you need to talk to me later?
No,
Secret
no,
conversation.
no,
We're
no.
trying to keep out of the podcast.
Yes.
Okay.
Anyway, let's keep...
Well, my
Anyways.
first memory
It's
of
very
you was
important.
definitely Facebook stalking you as soon as I found out your name and like
Yeah.
going into all the details of your life and figuring out everything about you.
Yeah.
It's like I have to make sure you're okay.
Then we did a
to
comprehensive
date my
background check.
Oh, I most definitely did. I was like
Criminal
looking
records.
through everything I could find.
This is why I'm friends with him.
Well, I'm glad I passed. I'm glad
I've become a very good online stalker.
I know we do.
I guess the fact that I'm here with you all right now.
Means you passed the
It's-
test.
You,
Means,
you passed a test.
You guys
there
passed
will
my
be
test
future
too.
tests.
Constant.
See, with that,
Unannounced.
you can't go to Alaska. You can't give them a test if you're in Alaska.
Yeah, Tyler here wants to move
I'm
to
gonna go
Alaska.
move to Alaska because it's gorgeous there, and I just spent 10 days in like blissful heaven in Alaska. It was amazing. And since I'm going to be a teacher,
But soon it will be a frozen tundra of death.
frozen tundra of death from like October to April. But
That's a long
from
time.
April to October, it's gorgeous. So it's just like Arizona, but backwards.
I loved how you were
Never
talking
thought
about
of
the
those.
elk that crossed the road that were
The suicidal moose.
The moose
Oh, that moose?
Yes, it's all the moose are just like, here's a car coming. Let me jump out in front of you.
See, even the moose don't like Alaska, so why would you wanna?
Oh my gosh! Okay, never mind. Sorry. That was unrelated. None of you will ever get. to
Why is
know
there a
what
side conversation going on here?
Because Tyler's my best friend and I tell him things that I don't tell you. Continue.
Suicidal moose are apparently very common in Alaska because they just hate everything. But
It's the cold.
it's the cold.
Even
but you
they,
know
as
what?
Brock said, even they want out of there.
You could say the same thing about the desert and things jumping out in front of you.
Oh,
here.
yeah.
There
But
aren't very many of those here. There's not much
I
wildlife.
haven't seen
well,
a moose
think
across
about
the
it. Proportion
desert.
of
Why did the
people
moose
to
cross the road?
wildlife is totally different.
Oh, yes.
Here you have like millions of people living in this valley.
There you have
have like
opposite.
maybe 1 million people living in the entire state.
If that.
Yeah.
See, what we have that commit suicide here is cats.
Yes.
That's about it.
I don't even
They're
think
stray alley
coyotes-
cats anyways. So.
Yeah.
See, primary reason for going, beautiful summers. Wonderful. Could live up there in a summertime.
Primary reason to not go. Terrible winters.
Winter's
Secondary
coming.
reason to go, education. I could get paid so much for being a teacher in Alaska.
Can I just drop the mic here?
Drop the mic.
Okay.
Harper's
awesome.
Island. Yes.
Harper's Island. That would be my third reason. My second is
And
cost
it
of living is
costs-
freaking expensive.
Yeah.
It's not terrible.
Oh, it is. It's bad.
It's awful.
Being on vacation does not give you a true sense of the cost of living.
No, but renting like a 1-bedroom place up there is like $1,200 every other week.
What?
Yeah, that is expensive.
Dude,
as crap.
Casey and I
No,
are looking
no.
at apartments, and it's $480 for a 2-bedroom apartment.
So it's
Even
like
if it's
3
once a
times
month.
as expensive.
Yeah.
But I
And
mean
that means
like
everything
3 times
else
as
is going to
much.
be 3 times
That's-
as expensive.
So
you're
you
making
go
the
up,
same.
Yeah, make your. What did you say? You start at 45.
No, I start at 57.
Start at 57, and you'll realize. Oh, by the way, I'd probably make more money living here, where all your
'Cause
friends
it's
and
cheap.
family are, and the people that love you.
And I'd have access
True.
to a grocery store all year round.
Yeah, and you don't have to have blackout curtains in the middle of summer.
Or
He'll have
That
plenty of
was really
fish.
odd.
Or have to worry about an entire day of nighttime.
Yes.
Full 48
Hey,
hours
I'm a
of
ginger. I
darkness.
shun the sun.
Yeah.
I live in the darkness. I am Batman. So I could deal without the sun.
That was Bane.
Yes, that was.
That
Yeah.
was Bane Darkness.
Come on, Tyler.
Hey, I didn't
You
like the
claim to
last
be a
movie.
nerd. Come on.
I didn't
I
like
was
the last
molten.
movie.
How do you not like the
What?
last movie?
It was awful.
Blasphemy.
To be quite honest, I didn't like the one
Christopher
with
Nolan
Joker
film.
either.
What?
What?
That's the best one.
No.
By
It's
far.
the best one.
That's probably his best
No.
film, period.
I liked the
Christian
first
Bale
one.
or
No,
Batman
I like-
Begins. Well, it did have Liam
Director.
Neeson.
oh the director.
Yeah,
Christopher Nolan.
see, I love Liam Neeson. He's
Liam
amazing.
Neeson is going back to like Phantom Menace days when I was in kindergarten. I loved Liam Neeson.
He's so young.
See, and I remember when it dawned on me that Liam Neeson was in so many like iconic roles. He was Qui-Gon Jinn. He was Aslan.
He was Zeus.
He was in Taken. It was like, oh my gosh, Aslan is just like everything. He's amazing.
That's how I feel about the guy that plays Commissioner Gordon.
Gary Oldman.
Gary Oldman. He is in everything.
It's really hard for me to recognize him though.
Yes!
He looks so different.
Looks so different.
I never knew he played Sirius Black until because the third one, Prisoner of Azkaban, you can't tell. He's all grungy looking, and but you
hardly see him,
and you hardly see him.
And then you like compare a picture with Gordon, you're like,
wait,
that's the same person.
I didn't realize that it was him until my friend Amanda and I were watching Dracula, like the old one with Gary Oldman, and she's like, that looks like the guy that plays Sirius Black. And I was like, no, that's Gary Oldman. Some other guy plays Sirius Black. And we looked it up, and I was like, I'm stupid.
Then he has
like I know nothing.
He has the half-shaved head in Fifth Element. Also,
that looks
He's
so
in Fifth Element.
He's like the bad guy with the half-shaved head and the super long hair on one
side. Go
side.
back and watch that now.
Yeah, I
It's
looked
like
it
the
up
bad guy in the new
so
Mission
many different
Impossible.
looks.
Looks completely different with his actual hair color.
He's a ginger, but he's not a ginger in the movie.
Yeah, he's
Betrayed.
platinum blonde. No beard.
It doesn't look
Normally,
like the same
Benedict
person.
Cumberbatch is a
Beard
ginger.
And
Isn't he?
Big
Isn't he
old
traditional
red
ginger?
beard.
I don't know.
I've never seen him without
I've never,
dark hair.
I've never seen him without
I don't know.
dark hair. Well, he's had blonde hair in other movies.
I know Tom Hiddleston is. I think Benedict Cumberbatch is too.
It's all a possibility.
To the internet!
To the internet, and we'll check on this. Anyways, Brock, what's your first memory of me?
I was trying to think.
That's all good.
We got way off topic.
We got way off topic. My first memory of you, though, is when we used to have all those summer parties at your guys' place. Yeah. And at one of them, Ryan introduced me to you, and then we watched some comic book movie while everyone else was talking, and I was just loving it.
Yeah.
But I don't remember what movie it was. I think it was like the Green Lantern one. Yes, it was! Because Star Sapphire, or whatever her bucket was in it, and Ryan was like, Modesty!
Yeah, that was
He's a ginger!
Oh, okay. Obviously, gingers are the master race now.
Benedict Cumberbatch is a ginger. My whole world has just
ADD
changed.
Podcast.
Yes.
What'd you say?
Welcome to the ADD podcast.
Welcome to an ADD podcast. Where
We are
talk
very,
about
yes.
everything that comes into our life.
We cannot keep on track to save our
Very
lives.
scatterbrained.
matter.
But it's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
What was...
That's who we are.
Yeah,
So
Tyler,
for
what
all
was-
those out there listening with ADD,
We're for you.
We're for you.
Podcast for you. No, Tyler, what was your first impression of me? Or first memory of me?
First memory of you.
That must go way back.
Oh, it goes way back.
Way back. We've known each other for so long. I think my first memory of you has got to be in church, though.
When I pulled Blake off that chair?
Yes! Oh my gosh, that was amazing.
You pulled someone off a
deserved
chair?
that.
We were asked to sit in chairs properly, butt in the seat, feet on the floor. Okay? Back against the seat back. He was sitting on the seat back with his feet on the butt part. And our teacher specifically told us not to do that. So I grabbed his ankle and I pulled him off.
And he took a tumble.
He took a tumble. I don't think he ever forgave me for that.
Oh. No, I don't think he did.
Nope. Okay.
No.
His loss. I'm a pretty cool person.
I don't think he remembers it anymore,
No,
but I don't
think
think
so
he ever let it go.
No.
How long ago is
Bad.
this?
Oh, it was forever ago.
Forever ago. Was it elementary school?
Oh,
still?
yeah.
Yeah.
Because when you get into junior high, you're in...
Separate classes.
Yeah.
That was so long ago. I feel so old. How do you feel, Methuselah?
Old.
You're still on my
Yeah.
phone as Methuselah.
Definitely feel old too.
Well, that was my question, unless you guys want to know anything about me that we haven't talked about.
No.
People will get to know us better as the
As time goes on.
podcast continues.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool beans. Someone
My
else needs to ask a
question is, if you could star in any movie that's already been made, what movie would it be?
Oh, be a star in the movie? So like the main character?
star in
Or
the
just
movie.
be in it.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter what role.
You
He meant
be
like
a
star as in
secondary
be in
character.
it versus like.
Okay.
Any role you choose.
You could
Oh.
appear in a movie.
That's a really good question.
I don't know. The devil in me wants to be Darth Vader.
That's the ginger
of
in you.
course.
That's not the devil. That's the ginger.
Those are
Very
the
different.
Those are the same.
I don't know. I've always loved all of the Jokers. I'm a very dark person. You'll learn this eventually. That I'm just evil. I'm a pragmatist too.
You're a what?
Pragmatist.
Oh, I was actually praying mantis.
I'm a praying mantis from Kung Fu Panda. Yeah.
You just turned German right there too. Yeah.
Yeah.
German praying
The
mantis.
German praying.
German ginger praying mantis.
A German ginger praying mantis from Kung Fu Panda.
There you go.
That is horrifying.
Ooh, that's a tough one
I
though.
really don't know. Oh, she's got one.
I've got one, guys. Don't judge me for this,
No.
because I'm a musical freak. But I would be Maria from The Sound of Music.
Nice.
Nice.
Never seen it.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
You've never seen this?
I just know Carrie Underwood did a version of.
That was awful.
Oh,
I'm
no.
sorry.
Oh,
Take it back.
No,
Carrie
it was
Underwood.
unwatchable.
I love Carrie
She
Underwood.
has a beautiful voice, but she's not Maria. I'm sorry.
Was it?
The
No
way
one will
it
ever
was
be but
made
Maria.
Was just
It
ridiculous.
was terrible.
Was it
Yeah.
Julianne?
Oh, yeah.
She
Oh,
was in
yeah.
Julie Andrews.
Yes.
So good. No one will ever replace Maria or Julie Andrews
Julie
as
Andrews
Maria.
is pretty awesome.
I would be the Wicked Witch from Oz.
Oh, bomb.
See, I actually had
That
a
makes
dream
sense.
about
Which one? The
being
one
the
that-
Wicked Witch while I was in Alaska.
The one that gets hit by a
A house.
No,
the one that melts.
The one that melts.
so Alphaba.
Elphaba, yeah, I would be Elphaba. So much fun.
Oh, so you don't want to be Nessa? You'd rather be Alphaba? How do I know this?
Wasn't there a good witch?
I have no
No
idea.
idea.
The one in the north.
No, there's only Glinda.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Glinda's
it
the
was
good witch.
Galinda,
Glinda, and she
then
changed
it's
it to-
Glinda.
Glinda. For Kristen Chenoweth. I mean, come on.
Oh my goodness.
So good.
Wicked is so good.
We're
Well,
seeing
I would
it.
definitely be Elphaba.
Yeah.
In my dream, it was amazing. I had an army of minions, and we were taking over the world.
Please don't say
Were
that
they
word.
flying monkeys?
No, they were not the little yellow
Thank
jelly
you.
bean things.
Those
they
things
were
are
like
everywhere.
golems and ogres and things, and we were just like killing everyone. It was a great dream.
Golems and ogres and things.
Yeah.
You have some strange dreams. You are a sad, strange little man.
When I dream about killing people and I'm happy about it, you know I don't have a soul.
Oh my gosh. I'm glad I haven't
Yeah.
gone that far down the ginger path.
Well,
I would-
give it time.
You have to be a true ginger. to
I was
go that
born a
far
ginger.
down
I was
that
born
path.
a ginger. I was born with red hair.
But
I had
you
red hair for about
converted.
2 weeks.
You converted.
I converted to blonde.
That's not very long though. I don't think
Your
too much
body
residual
accepted a
energies are
soul,
left over.
betrayer of the ginger order.
I don't go to Gingerland. Woohoo, big deal.
Hey, we have a Ferris wheel.
I know.
Okay.
Oh boy.
After seeing the Ferris wheel on Batman Arkham Knight, I never want to go on a Ferris wheel again.
Oh,
I withdraw
goodness.
from that one. I was feeling nauseated for those people.
Oh my gosh. There was this Ferris wheel type contraption that we were riding in Alaska. It was ridiculous, and it sounded awful. Like it sounded
Like
like
it was gonna
children
break and you were gonna
screaming.
die.
It was awful. Like it was not a circle. It was like a weird long. What is that kind of shape?
I don't-
Oval shape.
I was gonna say, I
It
was
was
thinking.
an oblong elliptical shape.
Yeah, I was
and
like,
you-
you're the math person.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
But that was spinning around, and then each of the little cages in it
Were
were
also
spinning
No.
around that
No.
thing at the
That's
same time.
That is death.
And so
Okay,
you were
then.
just doing backflips the entire time you were on this.
That's like a
Ferris
roller
wheel.
coaster, but not fun.
It's a roller coaster, but terrifying.
Oh goodness.
Going back to what
Greatest
character
question.
we would want to star or be a star, whatever.
Yeah, good.
You know what I mean? I would have to say Kid Anakin from episode 1.
Oh.
Maybe you could actually make it not
nuts.
I think
Yeah.
you know.
You can name it.
You know what really
He'd probably be a better actor.
what creeped me out? I don't know if creeped out. Yeah, it kind of creeps me out. Is the whole love interest between him and then
it's
Natalie
straight up
Portman.
9 and 14. It's
super
only
creepy.
5 months. It's only 5
Yeah,
years.
but at
But
that
it looks
age,
like-
it's creepy.
But at the same time, at that age, she was a governor of a city on a planet. So it's not like she wasn't mature or like capable of doing this. I think it's
Yes,
just
but
so
he was
far.
a street rat.
He's working in Waddish.
So what are we in Aladdin?
Yes.
Street rat.
But it's the fact, it's what level he's at that bothers, that
Because
bothers.
he was the one who had the
It's
love
his
interest.
maturity level.
Well,
that
yeah,
bothers.
he definitely
stalked her
looked like he
into
was
it.
7 and already going through puberty.
He was 9. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, if you
He
saw her
looked
face,
7.
He's 9.
if you saw Padme's
But-
face, she was like the first couple scenes. She's like,
Who is this
nice
kid?
to meet you.
Even like into the second movie, the first time he like talks to her, she's like, "This
Oh,
is
not the
still
second
really
movie.
gross."
That's because there was no chemistry between those.
Well,
two.
he
I know.
drops the
They
line.
need to redo those 3
We
movies.
don't talk about the second movie in this.
It does not exist.
We
1
watched
and
the
2 do not
marathon and didn't
exist.
even watch
No,
it.
we
It was
skipped
so
it.
bad.
Well,
It's only 3
he
and 6
brought
that
the
exist.
first movie up, thus Jar Jar Binks is open for discussion.
No.
No.
No. Shot down.
See,
Jar Jar is dead.
Sam and I
Should've
discussed, and there's only going to be episode 4, 5, and 6.
And maybe 7, 8, 9 if they're good.
If Disney can pull it off.
I'm very optimistic about 7, but we will get into that next
Yeah,
week.
no, I saw a comic that it's this dad and his son, and they're sitting there, and the son turns to his dad. Oh, those Star Wars movies were so good. You know, but why is it 4, 5, and 6? Are there any others? And the dad just looks at him and says, "No, son, just 4, 5, and 6." And that is what I'm going to do. That's what Casey and I are
You
going
wouldn't
to
even
do.
show him 3?
No.
Yeah, my son will be able to watch
I will
3.
show 3. for
They
sure.
did have, in all fairness, they did all have their high points. I think episode 1 is definitely
I
Darth
enjoyed
Maul.
3.
Darth
the
Maul
lowest,
fight.
The lowest point of episode 2
That's Sam.
was
Well,
he's like,
the lowest
"Good
point
shot,
is the
my
whole
young
movie."
Padawan," and you're just like, you could see it in his face. Did I really just say that in this movie? And he was just like all over his face, like, I can't believe
Why am I in this movie?
No,
why ruined my
Or-
career.
I beg
and
to
he
differ.
hasn't been in like anything else.
the worst
The
line.
worst part was when he's talking about sand, and when Anakin's talking about sand and how much
so
he hates it.
coarse
So
and
And it gets everywhere.
It's smooth.
Or when he
Oh my
cuts the
God.
freaking hair and feeds her with the force. Like, what is that?
Oh my
No,
God.
don't even get
Wait,
into that. No.
How about the part where he's like,
the
or
worst
where she
love
asks him to
story
stop
of all
looking at him like
time.
that, and he's like, "But I always look at you like this."
That's so
That's
creepy.
so creepy.
That is
Oh
by
my
far the
God.
worst
And
line
I
of the
watch you
entire
while you
film.
sleep because I'm Edward. Oh wait, wrong movie.
Can I just say I have not watched this movie in like 10 years, and I
Good.
can still remember all of these
Because it
lines.
was so bad, it's permanently
You were the
burned
chosen
into your-
one! You're
Oh my
meant to bring
God.
balance to the force! Really? Really?
You know,
The books are actually pretty good,
the books are okay.
but that's because you take out the terrible acting.
Ugh.
Yeah.
They
And
need
a
to
lot of the
remake
horrible
those.
dialogue.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay,
Well,
we're
they
talking
cut
about.
down.
We're
George
gonna.
Lucas
We
is
need
dead.
to reserve this
Movie.
for Star Wars next week, but can we just pin this for next week? Obi-Wan could have saved everyone so much trouble by just telling Luke, "By the way, your dad's not dead." Like right off from the beginning. Don't kiss your sister. Your dad's not dead. Be prepared to kill people.
It was his fun. He'd been trapped by himself for how long? He had to have some fun with
Oh,
people,
gosh.
man.
I have a
He's just
whole
a
nother
He
theory
paid
about
for it.
Obi-Wan, but I won't go into
Save,
that
save
now.
it for next week. Save it for
Yeah.
next week.
So, the movie I would star in would be Gladiator. It is my all-time favorite movie.
Oh, it's a good one.
I
And-
love that one.
I didn't think about that one.
Such a great movie.
What about you?
Maximus
Okay,
Aurelius.
here's a question I want to ask, just to like throw a wrench in everyone's answers already.
I don't know.
Are we just starring in the movie, or would we be the character?
You can be
You,
anyone.
you choose the character you
whatever
want
you
to
want.
be. I would be
Okay.
Maximus Aurelius.
I'd be
Because
Anakin.
there would be a whole heck of a lot there that would be like, by choosing this character, I also have to like pick up the memories of his wife and child dying, and that would be an awful.
No,
thing
you're
to
just
do.
in the movie.
Okay, just in the movie.
You're just acting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine. I'm
So
still the
he's
Wicked
Russell
Witch.
Crowe.
You're not.
You're
playing
Russell Crowe.
Maximus Aurelius, whatever the frick his name is.
I'm.
Anyways, Brock, did you ever answer the question?
No, I didn't yet.
Who would you be?
It's a difficult question.
It's like, can't just pick your favorite movie, because your favorite character might not be in the favorite movie.
Exactly.
Well, if you want to be in your favorite movie, you can choose one of your favorite characters from said movie.
That's true.
Oh no, it's a sad movie.
It wouldn't matter. I mean, you're playing somebody. It's not
I was gonna say
actually
The
happening
Fault in
to
Our
your life.
Stars, and I was about to break down crying.
Oh my gosh.
I did really
That
like
movie, like...
It tore my soul in half. It created a Horcrux within me.
Created a Horcrux.
It created a Horcrux within me. My soul was ripped in half.
I actually didn't cry as much as I thought I would.
You sobbed like a child, and you know it.
At the end.
Well, I was just soulless and I didn't cry, but I felt sad, which was unusual.
He had
for me.
feelings.
I think the greatest.
I was broached into the realm of feelings, and I was like, what is this? This is odd.
Place.
I don't understand. Why do I have these emotions?
We were all grabbing tissues, and the end credits start to roll, and we all look at Tyler, and we're like,
Just like,
you wouldn't cry, you don't have a soul.
Perfectly dry eyes.
it was sad. I mean,
Kind of
I
a
didn't-
small frown on his face,
He
but
felt
nothing
sadness.
else.
That's a
something.
step forward, yeah.
It is.
I consider that a step back. I need
Oh, of
to
course.
purge a little bit more emotions from my life.
Oh my gosh.
The good cry is always good.
I don't cry.
Anyways, Brock.
I think it'd be Fellowship of the Ring.
Ooh,
I had a feeling that would be a
character.
Lord of the Rings book.
Probably Aragorn.
Yeah.
I could see you.
He's such an awesome character.
I watched one of the last scenes from Return of the King today when they're all when Aragorn becomes the king and everyone's walking around and he comes up to the hobbits and they bow and he's just like, no, you bow to no one. And I was sitting in Starbucks just crying.
It's such
People
a-
were like,
It's such
What?
a It's so good. It's emotionally moving.
It's so emotionally moving.
I probably choked up during that scene. I don't think I ever cried for it.
I never even felt anywhere near emotionally like.
Oh, I did. So I have
my
two
goodness.
questions. No.
Go for it.
No, I'll save one for another time. My question for this time is, as I am the only woman in this
Female in the
room,
group.
I know what Casey's answer is going to be to this one, so I'm not even going to ask him. But the other three of you, doesn't even have anything. Did you cry at the end of this last Fast and Furious movie?
Oh yeah.
Haven't
Yes.
seen it.
I bawled.
Yes.
I know you did.
Yes.
Seriously?
Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh! I feel like I'm joining you in Gingerland here because I didn't feel a thing.
It was so
Well-
well done because it had the music, and it was just such a.
I think it probably, and I take this for what it's worth because I haven't seen the movie, but I've just talked with people about it. I think most of the emotion from that movie comes from the fact that you actually know in real life he is dead. And
That
you
and-
don't necessarily feel the movie making you say, oh, this character's gone. It's the movie saying this is a tribute to a person who is actually dead.
Oh, okay. I cried at the end of Friends, but I didn't
Yeah.
cry at the end of this.
Well,
Right at the end of
I have watched all of the Fast and the Furious movies. I love Paul Walker as an actor. And when he died, I looked more into his life, so I felt like I knew him even more because of that.
Mhm.
And he was such a great person that the tribute was perfect for him.
Yeah.
Like it made you feel like he was your friend.
And I think too, I mean, all of us, or most of us, I think, grew up with the first Fast and Furious came out in the late 90s, early 2000s?
Probably.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
watched the
those-
first two, and then Tokyo Drift came out, and then I just stopped.
That was the oddball. That was the real.
He had those Justin Timberlake frosted tips.
Yeah. So,
Forgot about those.
Oh, it was so fantastic.
Oh my gosh.
so for us,
Jufro.
for all of us that grew up and
So
saw him throughout the years, I mean, it's kind of like for me, like Harry Potter, seeing the first film in 3rd grade, and then going off to college, and now the Deathly Hallows Part 2 comes out, and it's kind of like closure. It's
Well, I agree with you. You do get attached to characters and actors who kind of grow up with you, and you do feel for them when things happen to them or around them. Like I remember Harry Potter when he did that Equus thing and did nude theater.
That was so
and
weird.
everyone was like, "Oh my gosh, this, that, and whatnot." Or like Shia LaBeouf going off the deep end because he was an actor from Even Stevens and everything else, and he went off the deep end. You're like, "Oh my gosh." And you feel for him, and you're like, what is going on? Is everything okay? Or not okay or what's going on with their lives.
Yeah,
But
you have an emotional attachment.
even though you really shouldn't, because they're just pictures on your
Yeah,
TV
just
screen.
acting.
You don't know them.
And you don't know them, you know, it's not like most of us have ever met.
Oh, I met Shia LaBeouf once.
Did you?
Oh.
I was
Was he
gonna
crazy?
say,
Dude, you
what
would
is
know.
this?
You would know.
Why wouldn't you tell me? Why was I not invited to meet him? Did he eat dinner at your house?
Yes, he did.
Yes.
What's that line from Mean Girls?
I've met multiple
She met
actors.
someone. He told her she was pretty. What is that?
Don't know.
Any suggestions?
No idea.
I've only seen the
Oh,
movie
she met John
once.
Stamos. He told her she was pretty.
John Stamos, yeah.
Something like that.
Little John Stamos.
Oh,
Anyway,
John
so-
Stamos.
What's
So-
your question, Case?
My question, I would have to ask, I'm really into classic video games, or at least I'm starting to get back into classic video games. What is everyone's favorite from their childhood? I would say circa 2000, plus or minus 2-3 years.
Well,
Somewhere
we
in
got
that.
Methuselah here, who's 6 years older
that
than
wasn't
us.
my childhood.
Yeah.
Okay,
Like
adolescence.
Adolescence, you know.
For me,
15
that was
and younger.
It's from 97 to like 2003, I think. For me, at least, those are the glory years. Just to, okay.
He's so young.
You peaked so early.
I think.
You all are so young.
Yeah, so I'm definitely the youngling.
You're the
out of
youngest.
the group.
Yeah.
Are you younger than Sam?
By a year.
13 months.
Like 13 months.
You don't look it. You're so tall.
Oh, shut it.
You know, sometimes Sam can pull off being my sister.
It's awful. People say we look alike all the time, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm
know-
marrying someone that looks just like me.
That
Woo!
happens more often than you would
Yeah.
think. That
Oh, I know.
people marry or develop attributes to make themselves look exactly like their partner.
I can kind of see it, except my
I see.
head's like twice as
Oh my
big.
gosh, your head is
Marley and Kyle get like thought of as brother and sister all the time.
Oh, they look very similar.
Yeah.
It freaks me out a little bit.
Going back to your question,
Yes.
As we
I
get
don't
up on
know.
another tangent. ADD!
Squirrel.
Squirrel.
the first game I ever remember really enjoying was Paperboy on the NES.
Okay.
Oh.
That's a good
But
one.
The game I probably played the most as a child was Sonic on the Genesis.
Okay.
Sonic Adventures with the Knuckles expansion cartridge.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
I played the crap out of that game.
Very
See,
cool.
That was good.
I think I'm just very mainstream with this, though, because the
Please say
ones that
Pokemon.
give me nostalgia beyond any belief is gotta be Pokemon Yellow and Ocarina of Time. Those two games give me nostalgia like none other. Those were my childhood. Growing up.
Mine, for me, Pokemon Gold,
It's like my
Silver,
team.
and Crystal.
Oh, you
Can't
were the
be
next
topped.
generation
Can't
out.
be topped. Like
yeah,
I just,
he's 2 years.
Yeah.
Silver
School
was my
younger than
favorite.
you.
yeah, Silver and Gold. I remember my brother and I. He got Gold. I got Silver for Christmas. It was the most exciting thing ever because we always started our journeys together on our Game Boy Colors.
You trade with each other to
Trade
complete the
versus-
Pokédex.
The one thing I thought was funny though, because you had the link cable where you could trade Pokemon. We figured out this glitch. If you unplugged the link cable
You
halfway
could like
through,
clone your Pokemon. Yes.
No, like, or your Pokemon would like mutate. Like it would say you had like a Butterfree, and it was actually like a Geodude. And it had unlimited health. But anyways, I'm getting really nerdy right now on
Okay.
Pokemon.
Kind
It's
of the
okay,
point.
you're just being judged, you know.
Sam, what about you?
You guys are all gonna judge me for this. I never played Pokemon.
I
Ever.
didn't think you were a gamer when we were growing up, so I'm not
I didn't watch
surprised.
the TV series until like
We can
6
fix
years
that.
Oh,
ago.
I didn't even watch the TV series.
I didn't either. Like
I
mine, what I
remember
think.
when cards were really big, but I watched maybe 2 episodes of the TV show and I didn't care.
Yeah. When
I
I
still
think,
have my cards.
yeah, I have mine somewhere. When I think of like childhood video games and stuff, like classic Spyro. I played Spyro
Yeah,
all the time.
Spyro, oh my gosh.
It's great.
Yours.
Yeah, what's yours, Brock?
Probably Street Fighter 2.
Yeah.
Nice.
This is when I first got into fighting games. It's just classic.
You know, I think what made a lot of the
You get-
classic
Yeah.
classic games so good, to me at least Nintendo, was the music and the soundtracks to them.
The 8-bit soundtrack.
The 8-bit soundtracks.
No, we were
Something about it.
the original Donkey Kong arcade game,
Oh.
and that music is so funny. His little like dee, 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 dee. It's so funny.
That game is near impossible though.
It's
Oh, it's
awful.
so
It
hard.
sucks.
It's so hard.
I got past the first round and I was so happy.
We got to 50 meters, and then
Yeah, and then I couldn't
to,
get past that second round.
Oh man.
It's a tough game.
It's super
Yeah.
tough.
I was addicted to Galaga. That was, set the new high score.
Okay, no, we spent the
love
weekend with my
Galaga.
parents up north,
Uh-huh.
and Geek over here was just like, I lost out to a video game. I was trying to get his attention,
arcade
Oh
game.
man.
Galaga though.
It's not just.
but no,
I got the double fighters.
It's not
No,
just yes,
no,
a double
no,
fighter. It's not just a game. It's so much more than that.
It's one thing you have to realize when you're
I'm
dating,
with you, Sam.
God,
Thank
there's an
you.
experience.
Okay.
Thank you, Tyler.
You actually remind me of a conversation I had when I was like 13 with my cousins, and they were married, older people. Not old, because he loved Dragon Ball Z, loved watching the shows.
That was one I
right?
never got into. I loved
And
the anime.
They came to our house and they were talking with us, and they were kind of in a little bit of a tiff because he wanted to record Dragon Ball Z while they were gone so that he could watch it when he got back.
on VHS.
On VHS,
Yeah.
way back in the day.
Yes.
Because they could program their VCR
could
to
turn
record
on,
it
yeah.
at a certain time. And they
Oh,
were in a little bit of a
simpler
tiff,
times,
and I'm
yeah.
sure he thought by calling over this 13-year-old boy that I would join his side and saying it was okay to record Dragon Ball Z. And he's like, don't you think that I should be able to watch this show? And I just looked at him and said, no, you should not. And he's like, why not? It's like, because you're an adult and you need to take care of your wife first. And then I snapped my fingers and walked out of the room.
In less than 6 months, I am going to be his wife. So if I ever lose out to Galaga again,
Oh,
you, sir,
you
are
in the
sleeping on the couch.
doghouse.
What about
You are in the major doghouse.
this Pac-Man?
You're on any. If I lose out to any arcade, video game, computer game,
That is why I'm still single.
Because video games are more important.
not ball is not life.
See, I feel like I'm regressing.
Video
I'm
games
starting to
are
get my
life.
nerdiness back a little bit.
I'm fine with that, but like I
okay to be a
literally
nerd.
walked up behind him and like put my arms around him, gave him a hug, and then I kind of stuck my face in front of him to like, can I have a kiss? And he just no.
But Galaga.
It is
And I was just
called
like,
You can't pause those games.
priorities.
You can't
Oh.
stop playing Galaga.
The
once
one
you
thing
start.
No,
One does not
no,
simply
I went
stop
in.
playing
No,
Galaga.
I went in for a kiss when they were going through the score after the challenge level. I was like, you have 10 seconds to give me a quick little mwah.
But then you can't
They'll
see
throw
your
him off the
score.
game.
Oh snap!
He'll be off. He'll be off.
I'm with you, Sam. That,
Thank you.
That was not okay.
See, that's the one thing. As much as I love Pokemon, I remember playing the games on my Game Boy Color, and I would have certain time limits my mom would give me.
That's
And I
what
love
I'll
my
do.
mom,
I
but-
will set a timer.
but
And as
if-
soon as that goes off, you're
If
done.
you're in the middle of a battle, you can't save your
Oh my
file in the middle of a battle.
Nope.
Hey, nowadays you just close it and it stops it where it is. You don't have
They
to
don't
save.
close
Just
it
make sure it
anymore.
doesn't run out of power.
Yeah,
They
it's
don't
called my.
close anymore.
I
They
couldn't
don't
leave my
close
Game Boy
anymore?
on because it ran
Some
on
of them,
batteries.
yeah. Most of them don't.
Ugh. Anyways, moving on. This is a topic we're gonna have to discuss later.
Brock, your
Brock, what is your question?
I didn't really come up with any.
Well, then I have one in Brock's place.
In Brock's place, we have another
If that's
question.
okay with you,
Volunteer
Brock.
is true.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
Volunteers.
I volunteers trivia.
Oh my gosh, I love all the spoofs off of those movies. They're
So
so
good.
amazing.
Anyways, so with the Suicide Squad coming out next year,
Yes.
It is one of the like
Uh,
12 comic book
I'm
movies
super
coming out
excited
next
for that
year.
though. I think it's gonna be amazing.
I don't think there's
So
a
much
film I'm more excited about than Suicide Squad.
I know that Brock hasn't seen the previews.
No.
Brock
But
doesn't
have
watch
you two
the
seen 'em?
trailers.
Nope.
like trailers?
Yeah, they released a trailer for it.
I have not seen the
They
trailer
haven't put it
for
in like a movie yet though, have they?
No,
It's just online.
they yeah, it's just online. 'Cause they released it
I've
at
only
Comic-Con.
seen pictures, I've
That
read
came out during
articles,
Comic-Con,
I have
didn't
not
it?
seen any
Like
like,
a
Yeah,
leaked at a
video
video
Comic-Con.
anywhere.
Okay, never mind. Then that just got rid of my entire question.
Well,
I haven't.
apparently.
I don't look up trailers.
Just see
Like
them
if
in the
I see
theater.
them while they're on somewhere,
Oh, it popped up.
I usually hear
But I-
about them on Facebook.
yeah,
or
don't specifically seek them
Yeah.
out.
Because I can't ask Casey this question because he'll let you know his answer.
what's your answer?
Your answer
Or
is going
what's
to be
your-
the Joker.
Who
Yeah.
would you be in the Suicide Squad?
Oh, well,
You
I know
don't
who's
have
in
to
it.
know.
Okay.
You'd
the
be Harley
movie.
Quinn.
Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn. You would be the Joker.
I think it's pretty safe to say.
That one is easy, yeah.
Well, it kind of depends on which Suicide Squad you're talking about.
In general.
Just
in
any.
general.
It doesn't have to be from the movie.
And Will Smith's in the Suicide Squad. That freaks me out when I saw that.
Isn't he Deadshot?
I have no idea.
Yes.
He
Because
is.
I would be
He is.
Deadshot.
He's
I
Deadshot.
love
Oh, yeah.
Deadshot.
I'm trying to think who else is in there.
Yeah, I'd have to be Deadshot.
That'd be Diablo.
All I know is
Yeah.
the chick they have
Yeah.
for Harley Quinn
She's gonna be so
looks
good.
spot on.
Oh yeah. I'm
She's-
kind of nervous about Joker, but every incarnation of the Joker is different.
I was
And so
nervous
I'm
too.
like, he looks
This
like
looks-
complete insanity.
It looks like the Killing Joker.
It's
It
not
kinda
Heath
does.
Ledger, which is good. I'm glad they're not going for that
The
approach.
Killing
Yeah.
Joke was amazing.
Yeah.
It's one of the best Batman comics
Anyways,
ever.
Braden, who would you be
It's
in?
like one of the only comics I've
Deadshot.
read.
Deadshot.
It
Yeah.
did so good.
So we have two dead shots. You said
Diablo.
Diablo, and then
I could be
Joker and
Captain
Harley Quinn.
Boomerang though. He
Captain
is.
I can
Boomerang
see
is
that.
pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Not a fan of
He's a
Captain
ginger
Boomerang.
too, I think.
He is a ginger, and he's just hilarious. He's got all the funny one-liners
Oh, yeah.
ever.
He's
That's
incredibly
because he has a terrible
sarcastic.
superpower.
He's got a terrible superpower.
So
he
he
has to
has-
make up for it.
He has the power of snark.
It's like snarky.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just
Throwing boomerangs with precision is pretty cool.
They
You
have
can
that.
kill people with boomerangs.
Okay, the
Those
guy in
explosive
Alpha is
That's that
Boomerang.
stupid
precision with
Sherlock.
his
It's a
throws,
Sherlock
too.
episode.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
So,
It's a Sherlock episode. Getting killed with a boomerang?
yeah.
Like it's a
that's true.
Sherlock episode.
I forgot about that
it's not like a
episode.
That's what
superpower
he
though.
means,
Like
what's her
that's what
face?
they used to
Yeah.
have in
The woman.
Australia.
Like give her a
She
freaking name.
was
Don't just call her
so
the woman.
amazing. I loved that actress.
She's good.
I'm falling in love with Harley Quinn.
Oh, thanks, bud.
She's so
You too.
demented.
There was a ridiculous amount of Harley Quinn cosplays at Comic.
Oh, I believe it.
Yeah.
I was Harley
Yeah.
Quinn last year for
Like
Halloween.
26.
And I
think
looked-
we got up to.
Yeah, Brock and I
You
counted
did.
the Harley
I was
Quinns.
Joker, so it's kind of.
We weren't even
Fitting.
there all day. and we saw
Yeah.
it.
Wow.
One day.
Did you
26.
cosplay?
Yeah,
What were you?
I was a Jedi.
You guys are
Star
both
Wars
Jedis,
is
aren't
coming
you?
out this
Yeah.
year. It's all about the Jedi.
Yeah.
So many kids.
Is
I
there
was-
more
I would be a
hype?
Sith.
Is there honestly more hype around any other movie in recent memory than this Star Wars?
Not
Oh, it started earlier
gonna
than
break
any
2
other
billion.
movie, and it's just been plateaued at this level of excitement for the last year.
And you know it's gonna go up like once
Oh,
tickets go on
when it's
pre-sale.
like
Oh, yeah.
pre-purchase, there's going to be nothing but Star Wars every single day.
Speaking of pre-purchase, do you guys want to try and get? I know you like doing the Cine Capri, but would you break that tradition and go out with us to Cinemark in those big comfy chairs
For what?
for Star Wars?
We're thinking.
Wait, isn't it like also in IMAX 3D?
I don't.
I don't know. Whatever we're doing, Brock and I are probably gonna be dressed up.
It is in 3D. Yeah.
I
Well,
know
we
I'm
don't
gonna
have
be
to go
dressed up.
opening night. Like we can go some random. I know you'll see it like 25 times.
That's if it's good.
He'll still see it 25
Assuming
times.
it's good.
I think it's pretty safe to say.
Yeah. Well, will you guys come with us and go see it?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
See,
Because we'll go to
I'm-
Cinemark where it has those big like lazy
I'm
boy
sure I'm
recliners.
going to
I plan
go
on
with
seeing
my
it
family at
multiple times.
midnight. I'm sure I'm going to go see it with coworkers.
I'm seeing it
sure
midnight
I'm gonna
too.
go see it with you
We
guys.
have to see it midnight.
Probably by the end of opening week, I'll have seen it 3 or 4 times.
Oh,
Yeah, 3 times at least for me. And I'm someone that's very stingy on seeing movies twice.
Me too.
Dark Knight, I think, was the last movie I saw twice. No, Fast and Furious, sorry.
See,
Before that, Dark Knight.
I haven't seen very many movies twice in theaters, and it's usually only when other people pay for me to go.
Yep.
But I saw.
Then it's easy, right?
Yeah, then it's easy. Oh yeah, I'll go spend 2 hours with you in a dark theater watching a movie.
It's been a while since I bought you tickets.
But the last movie I went and saw more than once was actually Jurassic World.
Really?
I wish I would have saw it.
I saw
again.
that like the next day. I didn't see it at midnight, but I saw it the next day, and I saw it on Saturday, and I saw it again that Monday. And it was all with different people.
I think the most times I've seen a movie in theaters was Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone.
Seriously?
You saw that more than once?
Oh my god.
I saw it the day after it came out. I saw it with my grandma like a month after it came out, and then I saw it one more time before it left theaters.
I saw The Phantom Menace 20 times.
Oh,
Are you
saw it
serious?
20
how
times?
could you sit through that thing 20 times?
I was in 6th grade. It was awesome.
Wait,
How did you get
2-0.
someone to take you 20 times?
I went with different people. I paid like one time. I went.
did you tell me
everyone
each time it
like-
was your first time?
Everyone was like, "Oh, want to go see it?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll go see it."
That's
I saw
awesome.
How many
20
times did you see the new Avengers?
Ultron? I saw
It was 8
6 times.
6 times.
Oh my gosh.
The-
You spend a pretty penny on movies.
I think you single-handedly keep some of these movie theaters open.
They know him over at Harkins.
Yeah.
Seriously?
Every
Yeah.
marketplace.
The
Some
people
of the
recognize
tickets.
him there.
Some of the tickets.
Do you ever get hooked up
rippers.
with
No.
tickets? No.
But I talk with them. They
Nobody
tell
ever
me-
inspects his backpack though.
No.
Sneak a whole pizza in there.
Oh no, we brought in. What movie did we
This
go
was
see?
great. For Avengers, we
So
brought
good.
in.
No, it was the one we saw with Sven.
We snuck an In-N-Out burger.
We
Bottom
had
line.
like 2 burgers, 2 fries, and I think a milkshake.
I snuck a burrito into a movie a while ago. I don't remember which one that was.
Was that Fast and Furious?
You
Was
guys
that
are
with him and
all
Anissa?
bad people.
I don't
I've
remember.
never snuck in food to any theaters.
I just stuck a burrito
Oh, I
in
do
my
that,
pocket.
like every time I go.
Oh, yeah. You put a burrito in your
Sneak in
pocket?
some-
Yeah,
something.
like a whole burrito. I just bought it
Put a
for
burrito in your pocket, you just
See,
happen
you
to
can
see
pull
it.
that off with any burrito place, maybe except Chipotle.
Oh, can you imagine?
My gosh,
Oh.
a Chipotle burrito.
I could do that because I have a pair of shorts that I can fit a 2-liter in the pocket.
No way.
Yeah.
I used to
Those
work
are
at Chipotle. We had
amazing
burritos
They're
that
like
were 2.5,
churros.
3
The
pounds.
size of a small child.
children.
Oh my goodness.
That's ridiculous.
I go to
Do you
Chipotle all
remember
the time.
back in the
yeah.
days of cargo pants? In
I
like 7th
freaking
grade?
loved cargo
Oh, yeah.
Oh my
pants.
gosh.
It's great.
I remember one time I was at a scout meeting and they had leftover soda, 2 2-liter bottles, so I just stuck them in my pocket and left.
Oh my gosh.
My legs were like out to here, but I had.
I got
They fit
thunder
in the
thighs.
The thing is, they fit in the pocket,
Oh my
so I had to
great.
do it.
That's ridiculous.
That was awesome.
Well, did everyone ask their question?
Except for Brock, but he doesn't have a question.
So I took
So
over.
we're good.
We can
We're
get to
good.
you next time.
Awesome.
We'll just have to have 2 questions.
Yeah.
So, if you couldn't tell by listening to our ADD-ness,
Oh, we're.
next week we will be talking about Star Wars. So,
The Force Awakens.
Force Awakens, all rumors Star Wars,
And just Star Wars in
Speculation.
general.
Star Wars in general.
Because I
but-
will be bringing up the soundtrack like nonstop, so get ready to be annoyed.
I think we'll start it off by playing
It
some
would be
music.
hard
The
to-
opening theme.
Can we do that?
Oh yeah.
Really?
It
Yeah.
depends
Well,
on what
maybe.
rights are and this, that, and whatnot.
Yeah,
Or we'll just
You-
we'll
you-
acapella it.
We'll
How about
acapella
that?
Acapella
We can
it.
do that.
I'm good with that.
We're just gonna go to
I rescind
Tashi's
what I
and
You just
first.
listen.
Nation.
You can do it. It's fine.
Oh my gosh, I
Well-
love that song.
So hopefully we'll have that well rehearsed for next time.
As if.
No, we'll just play the normal song.
Well,
But if
thanks.
you're listening to this, thank you for listening and tuning into our conversation
of ADD-ness.
of ADD-ness. We have a question for you now, getting ready for next week. And that question is, who is your favorite Star Wars character and why? Comment on this video or wherever we end up posting this to, and we'll kind of read through those answers. Thank you for listening, guys.
See you next week.
All right, bye
Later.
guys.
Bye.